Good morning, children. Welcome to chemistry class. Children, today we will start Unit 12 Periodic Classification of Elements. Children, we know so many chemical substances. Substances are formed by the combination of various elements. For example, sugar is formed by the combination of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Salt is a combination of sodium and chlorine. Water is a combination of hydrogen and oxygen elements. All the elements are unique in their nature and property. So, we need to classify the elements. To categorize these elements according to their properties, scientists started to look for a way. Now, 118 elements have been discovered. As different elements were being discovered, scientists gathered more and more information about the properties of these elements. They found it difficult to organize all that was known about the elements. They started looking for some pattern in their properties, on the basis of which they could study such a large number of elements. Let us know about the history of periodic table. In 1669, scientists discovered an element, that is phosphorus. In 1700, 12 elements were known and named. In 1830, 55 different elements had been isolated and named. But now 118 elements have been discovered. Let us discuss the concepts of classification of elements proposed by various scientists from early to modern period. John Dalton, Johann Dobereiner, John Newlands, Dimitri Mendeleev, Henry Moseley played an important role in the development of the periodic table. Children, in this chapter, we are going to learn Dobereiner's triads and limitations of Dobereiner's classification, Newland's law of octaves and limitations of Newland's law, Mendeleev's periodic table and limitations of Mendeleev's periodic table. Children, today I will teach you Dobereiner's triads. Children, this is Johann Wolfgang Dobereiner. He was a German chemist. In 1817, Johann Dobereiner suggested a method of grouping elements based on their relative atomic masses. He arranged the elements into groups containing 3 elements each. He called these groups as triads. We know tri means 3. Dobereiner showed that when the 3 elements in a triad are arranged in the ascending order of their atomic masses, the atomic mass of the middle element is nearly the same as the average of atomic masses of the other 2 elements. This statement is called the Dobereiner's law of triads. Here you see the atomic number of atomic mass of sodium, that is 23. And we know the atomic mass of lithium, that is 7, and potassium 39. Which is the center element? Sodium. The atomic mass of sodium we know that is 23. That is equal to the average atomic mass of the other 2 elements, that is lithium and potassium. Atomic mass average value, we get the middle element atomic mass. This statement is called the Dobereiner's law of triads. Children, let us see the limitations of Dobereiner's triads. Dobereiner could identify only 3 triads from the elements known at that time, and all elements could not be classified in the form of triads. And this law was not applicable to elements having very low and very high atomic mass. Okay, children, I hope you understood Doberanus triads and limitations of Doberanus triads. Thank you, children.